listening to the adventures of Lonnie, the Brotherhood of Steel scribe, Clark, the veteran mercenary, Pep, the gearhead racer, and Hazel, the traveling scholar. This is Rad Rules, a Fallout tabletop RPG. Join us now as the crew devises a way to safely leave the Brotherhood of Steel power plant.
Signal. Can you make scream for me? Can you scream like I'm doing something horrible to you? Just like really quick. Just make like a big loud sound or something like a groan.
Signal looks at you and says,
Perfect.
It wasn't very, it sounded exactly like that, so it wasn't very loud. But it was.
Can you do it louder? A little louder. Come on, man. Work with me here.
What should I scream?
Green Cake Town. I don't know. So just anything you get. Just make a sound. Make a sound like I hurt your first.
Green Cake Town.
Perfect.
And that echoes off the walls. And the guards are like, what?
So
they're looking around
gentlemen,
like, huh?
So that I think we've got the name of the super mutant actually involved in the fight. His name is apparently Green Cake Town.
Yeah, that sounds like a super mutant name.
Totally makes perfect sense because everybody loves cake. Right.
The guards are just you can't really tell what their eyes are doing because they have their helmets on, but they're just kind of like looking around. They don't really.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You don't have to be baked to like cake. Let's just go with that.
Initiate.
Night, Lonnie. No.
Night, Lonnie.
Night, Lonnie.
Night, Lonnie. Hey, Bear.
Can you please check outside to see if the night captain is still around?
Affirmative. Then they step outside.
Well, I get your point now about them being disorganized.
Please hear me out on this.
Yeah.
I want to tell Night Captain that our investigation is ongoing and that we've pumped a signal for as much information as we can get out of them and to release them to our custody.
Okay.
And if she's not willing to do that, then to at least stop with the torture because they're not going to get anything else out of him.
Yeah.
I think if they press you, I think it's fine to say that, yes, there's a conspiracy, but I'm advising you, I don't think we should let them know yet that we know that Ella's involved with it.
Right. I'm just saying that we are continuing our investigation, which is true.
All right.
Right, and everybody knows neurological science says that torture and abuse are ineffective ways to interrogate prisoners, not unless you do it right. And they obviously don't know how to fucking torture somebody.
Torture talk aside.
Whatever you say.
Pep is tennis matching this. He's just going back and forth because he has no idea what's going on.
Pep's never killed a dog.
Conspiracy.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, brass tacks here, like, we don't know who was telling the truth. So it is fair to say that we are continuing to do an investigation and we may find out something that completely blows this thing, into a 180, right?
I would really like to try to get them to release signal to us.
I agree, and that is what I'm going to try to push for because it's just another mouth that they have to feed. It is wasting resources for them, having to put several initiates watching 24/7. It's impractical.
And they're not going to get anything else out of it.
Right.
I'm not sure I'm going to get paid for this whole settlement thing if he dies.
So we should also bring up the fact that he is actually part of the mission to establish the extra settlement outside of the walls of New Orleans, which could prove to be very important for Brotherhood of Steel in the chain of command. That he's critical to operating the radio, and he does it at our discretion, so we have control over what he's actually putting out over the radio. If they only see him as a tool, he'll be more useful than if he'd be disappeared.
Well, and then also there's the fact that we could lord this over Ella. hey, Ella, your boy Signal is being captured by the Brotherhood of Steel, and the only way we can get him out to clear his name is to tell them who attacked. So you want to help us out? Let's judge your character here a little bit.
I don't
At
want to
this
use
point,
Signal as a
the
pawn.
door opens and the two guards walk in, and they come into the door, stand at attention. They say, "Knight Lonnie Haybear, when you're done, please report to Paladin Buffont and Knight Captain Carmen in the command center, and please leave the prisoner."
Well, why don't you go have the conversation with him? And well, I don't know. Do you all want to go with him? And maybe this is better if we just let Lonnie go and try and do what he can do. And I don't know. We have a backup plan, right? I mean, like you said, we can hold this over Ella. She's pretty fond of Signal, but I don't know. I think at this point we've done all we can do, and Lonnie, it's up to you if we can get him out now.
Well, those are not words I wanted to hear. Sure, let's.
You guys are a couple laps ahead of me. I'm coming a little bit late, but I'm going to say I think Lonnie should go talk to his boss, and we should stay here with Signal in case things go bad. At least we could, in theory, protect him. Because you know what? I feel like if Signal doesn't have any value to these guys, super mutants are kind of a dime a dozen. He's going to get,
Right.
Yeah,
finger across the throat.
Yeah, I think you caught up there, Pep. Thanks. You
Pedal to the metal, man.
Yeah, you sure did, buddy. Lonnie is going to take the spear with him out of the room. I don't want to leave that in the room.
Okay.
Let's say initiates. I'll be going to the command center. You are not to touch this prisoner. Understood.
They look at you and they say, "Affirmative, Knight Haybear."
At ease. I'll walk out. I don't know what anyone else is doing here, but I'm going to make my way to the command center.
Yeah, let's... what are you all doing now that Lonnie is gone? Lonnie's going to be gone for a minute talking with people. What are you all up to?
Are the two guards still with us in the room?
Yeah, they're at ease, which means they're just kind of like hanging out. They're not like, English soldier or whatever.
Clark wants to be mean to them. Can Clark be mean to them?
Yeah, Clark can be mean to them.
Clark
can do whatever he wants. You can do. They're at
Clark
this
is gonna
point. There is
strike up
the railroad is gone. You all are like on your phone. You're doing whatever you want to do. There's no like you need to be here at this certain time. You've gotten all of your information, and you're gonna get the last. Lonnie's gonna get the last piece, and then you're like free as a fucking bird.
Clark's gonna go over to the initiates and just say, "Y'all are initiates, right? Have you guys even ever seen combat, real combat?"
They kind of look at you and they say, "Yeah, we've have you ever heard of a mole rat? We've killed a bunch of mole rats." "Have you ever seen their teeth? They're huge. We killed a bunch of them yesterday. So, no big deal."
Yeah, you got some good target practice in, I'm sure. Man, you Brotherhood are all the same. I can't believe it. You guys got all this technology, all these weapons, and you just stay in your little fortresses the whole time. You never get out there. You never really help people. What have you ever done for anybody?
We don't do things for other people. We do things to protect the world. That's what we're here to do, is we're trying to protect you from hurting yourself. So I'm sorry if we didn't help your grandmother back in 5 years ago with she locked herself in the bathroom or whatever. I'm sorry we're not like rescuing kitties out of trees, but we're doing what we can. So,
bullshit. You'll kill people just to get what you want. I've seen it.
I've never killed anybody, and he hasn't killed anybody.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
They're just kind of they're kind of. What are you trying to do here? Are you trying to like?
I'm just being mean to him. Clark is not going to like Brotherhood members in general.
Okay,
because I mean,
fine.
he literally fought against them in the Capital Wasteland. So he doesn't. He's got no good things to say about them.
I was about to say, you're trying to intimidate them or like rile them up to do something. Do you want a status? Do you want them to change their status? Pep, what do you have?
Pep's observing Clark kind of smack talking, and I think Pep's gonna assume that Clark's trying to pick a fight, and Pep's gonna help egg things on. Pep wants to go up and be like, "Yeah, you know, Clark, you ask these guys. They pee in their power armor. Yeah, they're not very tough. They just pee in their power armor. They're kind of wimps like that. They just pee all over themselves, right? That's what you guys told me, right? You guys pee all over yourselves."
They the guards kind of look at you and they're like, we just go to the toilet. We just go to the we poop and pee in the toilet. Like, I'm a normal human that poops and pees in a toilet. I don't poop and pee in my clothes like a baby man. I am not a baby man pooping and peeing rampantly in my armor. Are you a baby man?
I'm no baby man. And you know who's definitely not a baby man is my friend Clark. He's the toughest guy I know. He's tougher than any of you Brotherhood of Steel yahoos. Isn't that right, Clark? You're like the toughest guy ever.
Why don't you step out of that power armor and we'll see who's really tough.
All right, guys. All right. Hazel pops in. Hazel's like trying to be the good cop peacemaker. And I was like, all right. We know. Okay, they don't pee in their power armor. We're moving on. It's fine.
They don't pee in their power armor.
Well, at least not on purpose. Let's put it that way. Although if they die in power armor, they will shit in. It's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something a little whacktacular here. All right.
Please do.
Spinning the luck point.
Wild wonderful wasteland here.
Spinning the luck point.
Oh God.
All right. I'm gonna have Clark roll a I'm gonna have him roll a strength plus speech roll, and I'm going to have Hazel roll a charisma plus speech roll. And whoever gets the most successes will have an outcome.
That's going to be 4 successes.
2 successes.
At this point, one of the guards deactivates his power armor and it goes flying off of his body and kind of opens up. And the other guard is in power armor and is looking at this and is like, puts his hand on his head. He's like, God damn it. You got Jerry riled up again. Motherfucker. And he's like, the other guard's like, he opens the door and rushes out and closes the door behind him.
Oh God.
The other guard is out of his power armor and looks at Clark and is in his jumpsuit, his Brotherhood of Steel jumpsuit, and looks at him and holds up his fist and said, "Listen, man, do you want to tussle? I've beat motherfuckers for less than you're giving me about all the. I don't even know what the hell you're saying about peeing and pooping. I just want to punch some motherfucker in their face right fucking now."
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Clark is gonna grab him by the front of his jumpsuit and say, "Look, you better get back in your tin can. All right."
Please do a strength plus charisma for difficulty 4. You lit this feud. It's gonna be hard for you to defuse this. You to defuse.
Oh, that's not even defusing. I feel like that's, if anything, escalating. What was it? Strength and what?
Strength and charisma. Excuse me, strength and speech. Your exact last roll. I say charisma for speech. All right, I get it. Okay. Confused. I'm sorry.
I gotcha. I can still re-roll one of these. Just remember. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Please
God.
roll agility. Hang on. Now we're going for the ride here. Agility plus unarmed for a difficulty 2.
There you go. Nope.
Uh,
No
So
successes.
you grabbed the Brotherhood of Steel guy by the collar and told him to get back in his power armor, right? That's what happened.
Correct.
The Brotherhood of Steel member looks at you, spits in your face, and says "fuck you," and punches you across the face, and you take 2 damage. And when he punches you across the face, the grip that you had on him loosens.
Okay.
And at this point, I'm going to pause this so that we can do some light diplomatic, because this diplomacy is quite something.
Pep and I are about to go ham.
Not to go ham. Nightmare, Lonnie Haybear. That's a mouthful. You walk into the command center that you had previously met Paladin Buffon in. There's a table there, and Knight Carmen and Paladin Buffon are sitting in front of the table. And Paladin Buffon says, "Knight Haybear, come on over here. Tell us what you found out today."
Sure thing is, and I have the spear, and I'm not sure where to put it, so like I'm just kind of looking around and sort of lean it against a corner.
He looks at you and says, "You can hand that to me, son. Come on, you can just give it to me."
Okay, sure, sir.
There you go. He picks it up and he takes it and he kind of twirls it around like you would a flag at a marching band. This is not how a Brotherhood of Steel person acts, but that's what he does. Is kind of like you're in the marching band, you're twirling flags. He's twirling spears.
Bit showy. I don't know better.
Fair.
Sir, I have to report that the investigation is ongoing.
I mean, call me Captain Obvious here, but it's been ongoing since it happened. What do you have to add to this? I'm very curious, since you've had a prior relationship, I know, with our particular prisoner.
Right, a relationship that predates the incident, and me and my compatriots have spoken with them. I don't believe there's any additional information that we can get out of Mr. Signal in that regard. Now, as far as the investigation, I believe there are some facts that lend credence to your original hypothesis that we discussed prior to me going and interrogating Signal. This is something that I would, if you'll permit me and my compatriots, my constituency, if you'll permit us to continue to investigate, I would like to prove to you that I can do a thorough and detailed job with this. I do believe that also, if you'd entrust me with Signal, if you would release Signal to our security detail, I believe that this would be a better use of Brotherhood of Steel resources, not having to allocate individuals to watch him, continuously feed him, etc. I will take full responsibility for the super mutant.
Charisma plus speech, difficulty 2.
Ooh.
There's gonna be an outcome to this, so it's not like you didn't convince them. There's gonna be an outcome.
Hey, 2.
Yay!
There you go.
What's going on?
Poor Lonnie.
Magic today.
The paladin looks at you and he says, "I believe that we can strike a bargain. Because I know that this is a special super mutant, and Knight Lonnie, I trust you.
Thank you, Paladin.
You're one of the most experienced Brotherhood of Steel members that we have here. Now, I know you may not think that of yourself, but you're one of the most experienced we have here, and I've got to trust my I've got to trust my gut on this. That sounds amendable to me. Now, we had talked previously about your vault escapades that you needed, some different supplies and some different stuff. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
He says, Night, hey Bear, you stay right here. And he looks at everybody and says, brothers, clear the room. And Knight Carmen, along with the other scribes that are working at the terminals, get up and walk out of the room. So it is just you and Paladin Buffon in the room. Paladin Buffon looks at you and says, I know that you need some essentially some diving suits and some upgrades to some of your equipment that you have. I also know that you need some explosives to get into the vault, because we've done our reconnaissance and research, and we know that the vault is sealed shut. That nobody can get in or out of the vault. And that's correct, right?
That is my understanding. I've not been to the site myself, sir, but this is the same information we've received from multiple sources.
What if I told you that there was a way that I could get your super mutant friend free, get you explosives, and get you a diving suit, all for doing one little thing for me?
That would be a pretty attractive bargain, sir.
Not Hey Bear. I'm giving you a task that is of the utmost importance to the Brotherhood of Steel in New Orleans. It's probably the most important task that we've given anyone. And
Lonnie begins to sort of break out in a cold sweat.
in the vault, under my own reconnaissance and the rumors of the previous paladin of the Brotherhood of Steel before me, we believe that there is a set of research on the forced evolutionary virus within the vault that pertains to the perfection of the human genome. Now, what that means is it is a way of making more super mutants. And the one thing that we can't have more of are the super mutants. All the super mutants at the Superdome have come from all over. They're not from around here. They are all travelers struck in a chord. Now, aside from a few that we haven't placed that are local, we believe that some of the higher ups of the Superdome come from the vault itself. What I need you to do is I need to either destroy the research on the forced evolutionary virus or bring it directly to me. And I can't exactly say how I will know, but I will know if you do either one of those. If you take it to anybody else, I will know. I have ways. I won't go into detail about that. That's not for you to know as your commander. But if you go into the vault, bring me or destroy the forced evolutionary virus research, then I will provide for you all of this stuff. This is an agreement that you don't have to do anything immediately for. I can give all of this to you. You only got to do me one measly little favor, and it's going to help the Brotherhood of Steel in the long run. Now, doesn't that sound like a good idea?
It sounds very attractive, sir.
I'm glad we're on the same page. He kind of looks at you and says, now, I'm a man of New Orleans, a man of old Nawlins, a man of new old Nawlins. And we like to do things on handshakes. And he holds out his hand and looks at you, Lonnie. And he says, do we strike a deal?
Yes, sir. I will reach out my hand.
Very good. He says, and he looks at you and says, this greatly excites me. I've been wanting to do this for a while. talk to what's his name? Talk to Knight Rogier and tell him to give you whatever you need. Tell him to give you the explosives and the diving suits that you'll need. And if you want to get a little bit more of them, bet you could, because I know y'all are good buddies. I just want to make sure you're well taken care of, because it's a two-way street. You understand me?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Not Hey Bear. It's such a pleasure always working with you. And he looks at you and says, "You're dismissed. And when you go out, you can tell the people to come back in, because I need them to do some work for me."
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
All right. Let's go back to this mess that you found yourself in. All right. He's punched you. And he spat in your face, said "fuck you," and punched you in the face for 2 damage.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like standing there waiting for you to do something, but is on guard. You're not gonna. I mean, it'd be hard to sneak one past him.
What do you mean? Like hard to punch him?
Yeah. Essentially, if you try to attack him, you'll start combat. Because he's gotten a cheap shot off. You try to do something cheap with him. He got a cheap shot off on you. But he is still kind of like waiting for you to attack him, because that is, what did I call him? Jerry. His name's fucking Jerry. He's a race car driver.
I don't know why I thought about this. And I think I'm just going to go for it because I think it'll be funny. I want Clark to try and headbutt him in the nose.
All right. Do strength. Do strength plus unarmed for difficulty 2. It says 2 successes right there. A 1 is automatically probably 2 successes.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you headbutt him.
Oh, that's a 1. I was misreading it. Oh, I got a 1.
Yeah,
nice.
You got a 1. Yeah. You headbutt him, and it harms him for 2 damage. Harms him.
I'm not going to try and kill this guy, right? I mean,
he's kind of like stumbled a little bit and blurry-eyed at this point. You feel like he probably is going to attack you next. Pay no mind to my flipping of the book. What are you guys going to do?
I mean, if we're not officially in combat, then I want to take an action to defend myself for the counterattack.
Okay, so you're gonna hit him again while he's knocked like that?
No. I'm gonna take, I guess, the defense action or whatever, right? So if he tries to attack me again, it'll be more difficult. But yeah, I headbutt him in the fucking nose. I kind of did what
so you're just
Clark
on
wanted
guard.
to do. I'm just on guard. Yeah, I'm not gonna try and press the advantage or anything like that. Like I said, Clark's not trying to kill him.
All right. Does anybody else want to fight the initiate? This'll. I think Pep is automatically engaged because he is like yelling at them.
He also started it. Well, he made it worse.
Pep is going to start making his way toward the power armor.
Yeah, there you go.
And while yelling,
yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, look, you just took a headbutt. Man, maybe this guy's tougher than we thought, Clark.
Agility plus sneak,
Pep,
difficulty 0.
Do it.
Oh my god.
Do it.
My sneak is nothing, so let's say
Agility 0.
Agility 6.
No.
Sneak nothing.
Come on, man. You got this.
Okay. 15 and a 4.
Ooh.
Okay. You you manage to Clark and this guy are like at blows. You manage to come over and you are in front of the power armor. There's nothing stopping you from getting into this power armor. You're like ready to go. What are you gonna do?
I'm absolutely getting in the power armor.
Okay. Yeah. Please do a
Lonnie's not going to be happy.
Please do an intelligence plus repair for difficulty 1.
Intelligence is 7. Repair is 3, and it's a tag skill. 6 and a 7.
So you get into this power armor, and it kind of like clunks down on you. It's a T45 power armor that you've entered. That's in Brotherhood of Steel Initiate design on the outside. You're fully helmeted on to this power armor, and frankly, it feels good. You're not quite. You haven't. Have you been in power armor before?
No. This will be his first time in power armor.
Yes.
God.
It feels initially good to you, but know that like you're probably not going to be the most like dexterous person in this.
He hasn't gotten his power armor training yet.
At this
Oh,
point,
we're doing that old chestnut.
Yeah.
the initiate is kind of out of it. So are you fighting the
Pip is going to turn on his headlamp, and he's going to say, "Sit the fuck down, Jerry. It's over."
Oh, Jerry, I told you to get back in your tin can. Now you're really fucked up.
please roll strength plus charisma for a difficulty 2, Pep.
Does he get his strength
Okay.
bonus
Speech.
from power armor?
Oh, speech, strength and speech, do you mean?
Yeah, strength and speech, yes. That's
Yeah,
what
there
it
is
Strength is 7, speech.
There is
And
a
then your
bonus.
charisma
your
again.
strength is adjusted because
Yeah,
of the
your-
power
Oh.
armor.
Are we just
Oh, it goes
hijacking
to-
a suit of power armor right now?
I think we just
You
technically did.
definitely are.
This doesn't.
All right.
This is fine.
7 and a 7.
There's no reason to think he'd keep
I mean,
it.
those are successes regardless.
Those are
Yeah, you got
successes
successes regardless. So
Yeah, so you shine the headlight into this guy's face and say, "Sit the fuck down." And this guy is just like bleary-eyed and just like goes in and goes to the door and opens it and says, "Fuck you guys, I'm going home." And leaves the room.
All right.
told you they've never done anything worthwhile. Pieces of shit.
What a loser.
At this point, Nightmare Lonnie Haybear enters the interrogation room. What's happening, folks? What's going on here?
Hey guys, where'd Pep go?
I don't know, Nightmare Lonnie Haybear.
Night-
You must have gone somewhere.
Must
It's
have.
me.
Anyway,
It's me. I'm in a power armor. Lonnie.
Lonnie looks extremely like aghast, full on clutching pearls at this point.
I believe we were just engaged in aggressive negotiation tactics.
Clark's standing over there, just cracking his knuckles back and forth.
A funny story. One of the initiates was being a real jerk, honestly, just a total jerk. And Clark had to teach him a lesson, and I had to teach him a lesson too. This initiate gave up his power armor. What? He's a disgrace, right? So I'm wearing his power armor now.
I told him to get back
Cool,
in
right?
it. He didn't listen.
He did not listen.
Yeah, he said he was going home. I'm wondering if that means he's actually leaving Brotherhood. I mean, seriously, weak sauce.
Either way, it's cool if we keep this thing now, right?
Oh,
Lonnie puts up like a single finger and doesn't say anything. Out of character, I did secure signals freedom, like from Paladin Buffon.
Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm out of character asking the GM. What
Yeah,
did
you've
I?
got-
Okay.
Yeah, you've made a deal for signal. You've got signals freedom. You're going to be supplied explosives and diving suits for destroying the FEV research or returning
Okay.
it to Paladin.
Gotcha. And that's like they're paying that forward to us under
Yes.
the assumption. Okay.
That is like your official Brotherhood of Steel assignment
Okay.
on top of this.
That we may or may not have jeopardized. It's fine.
Big picture, man. They gotta look at the big picture.
So I'm going to sit down.
Where?
Is there?
On Signal's
I didn't know if there was like a chair or something in here, or
No, it is a
Okay.
single solitary chair in a room that everybody walks around.
He just sits on the
All right.
floor.
I like
Right,
I
yeah,
like just sitting on the floor though.
no. I think I'm just going to crisscross applesauce like right here
Yeah.
in the floor for a second, and I'm just going to talk out loud and hope that my constituency just listens. Here. So we have been able to secure a few things. We've been able to secure Signal's release to us
Oh, good! Yay!
under our care. We are able to get the diving suits we need, and we're able to get the explosives we need without having to deal directly with the pigskins. In exchange for a honeydew job in the vault.
What kind of job in the vault? We're already doing 2 jobs in the vault.
Right, the vault's going to be a busy place, Hazel. It involves the FEV. They seem to think that the forced evolutionary virus, there's a formula for it in this vault that perhaps maybe that was part of the experiments.
Okay,
Forced
really quick. Okay, really quick. How much, considering how much information's been floating around in the wasteland post-war, how much does Hazel know about the FEV virus?
Hazel would know a great deal because she's West Coast. East Coast, Middle
Okay.
Coast, when I have like that's not a thing. Like
Okay.
because FEV has been a part of that history, and people know what that is on the West Coast.
Okay.
I think by this
Yeah,
time.
I don't think Clark would have any idea that that's how super mutants are made.
Yeah.
So Hazel's gonna kind of like blink her eyes twice and then kind of like find her own seat and sit down like, wow, okay. So there's FEV in Vault 18.
Effie, what? What are you worried about?
The
Mark,
force.
I don't know the details. Hazel will probably fill you in, but I'll give you the short version. It's how super mutants are made.
Ah, he'll sit down too.
Everybody's taking a seat except for the guy in power armor. I would love to
Happens
try and
just-
take a seat.
Guys, I'm listening, but
It's-
he's still like,
It is interpretive
practicing
dance over
moving.
here.
Yes.
With, just trying to
Trying
figure
to give himself a crash course in how to wield it.
it almost like it anticipates the movements. It's like we're working together. This is amazing.
I love Pep
What's
so much.
What's forced evolutionary virus? Super mutants?
Yeah, so the job is to either bring them the data or destroy it.
Destroy
Also,
it.
roll Pep. Roll perception
Definitely.
plus prepare for difficulty 0.
2 and a 19, so it'll be 1 successful. So
Yeah.
two successes since
Yeah.
it's tag.
You actually notice around a very private area that there are some tubes that are in the power armor that you kind of like connect up in your head, and you realize that you do actually you do pee.
They totally pee in the power armor, guys. They absolutely 100% pee in these things. I feel like I like it even better now.
Initiate,
Oh yes, that's me, Nightmare.
thank you,
Hey Bear.
Initiate. Please stand at attention for a moment. Initiate.
All right, that
Understood.
goes at attention.
I had to Google
Yeah,
that one for a minute. I was like, I think they can pee in the power armor.
The question is, does it have a water purification
It
reverse
does.
osmosis filter? So
8-page Wikipedia on power armor waste disposal.
Yeah, I think it's like totally self-sufficient. I remember in that one, gosh, I don't remember what city or whatever it's supposed to be in Fallout 3, the top like northeast corner of the map, there's this like ruined city with death calls in it. You go down to the sewers, there's a special piece of power armor that has like an AI in it, and it can give you like stim packs and things like that. And it talks a lot about like what power armor can do with its voice lines.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't run out of power.
I'm really trying to harp on the fact that the power armor wearer in the room is in fact an initiate. So just trying to get Pep in character and keep him in character for a second.
Grand
playing another
power
dude.
armor.
Yes,
All right.
totally.
All right.
Grand Theft power armor.
Right, you pay, you play the game, you get the wins. I guess that was.
I wonder where they left it.
All right.
Stupid.
So, Clark, Hazel.
Yeah.
That's the skinny. They're just going to give us the stuff, and we just have to do that job. And honestly, I don't have any skin in the game as far as the FEV goes.
Well, I am a great believer that in the dissemination of knowledge, common good, and the few pieces of knowledge that really shouldn't be out there. So,
Lonnie, you're all right as far as Brotherhood people go, but we got to destroy this. If it's making more super mutants, it's something that the Brotherhood just can't have it.
I agree.
That's reasonable and well within what they asked us to do, and I think we can come out of this pretty clean. So, Initiate, I remand this super mutant to your custody.
Right.
Totally cool, boss.
Okay, so
You've got okay. All right, no, that's simple. Yes, sir. No, sir. Okay. Just like they taught you on the first day, right, Initiate?
Yep. Yes, sir. Knight.
Got it. Perfect. Good enough. Let's go to the quartermaster. Let's go see Knight Roger. Let's pick some stuff up and let's not be here anymore.
that's a good idea. All right,
I
so
kind of wanted to stay and shower, but things are getting real awkward, and maybe that's not the best thing to do. So
Lonnie, let's split up and get out of Dodge quick.
Yep.
Because we did just kind of steal some power armor. Sorry.
I didn't shut.
Things got out of hand.
no,
no.
we didn't steal power armor. We have no idea what happened.
Oh my God, guys! Just
You gotta
It's
ask
fine.
I
Fine.
I don't know what happened in here, and I'd rather you not tell me. Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's honestly probably the better idea.
All right.
The adventure continues after this short break.
Can I go over and cut Signal's restraints
Yeah, you can
or
do
untie
that.
him or whatever?
There, yeah, you can do that from where you are, and you do that. And Signal looks at you and he says, "Thank you, Clark."
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go speak with Roger and see what we can do.
All right, so you all go and leave, and you get out. You notice the rooms with the different scribes studying. You don't see any initiates around. You go out the door. The giant iron doors open, and you go into the yard. When you reach the yard, you notice that it's kind of evening time. There's no drills happening out there, and you know that Knight Roger is over in the medical tent. That's kind of where he's been making his quarterly. So are you going over that way? Are you bringing the whole group?
Clark still needs to get his hands checked out, so he does need to go to the medical tent.
Right, and Hazel wants to check out the medical tent again, and actually probably wouldn't mind saying goodbye to Knight Roger because he's kind of cute.
And Knight Roger is the quartermaster as well. So,
Yep.
Got it. Yeah.
What about you, Pep? Are you going with them?
No.
Yeah, and I'll be walking with them, escorting Signal as if he were still a prisoner, but very kindly, kind of like holding him by the arm.
All right. At this point, you all enter the tent, and a person sits up in the bed and says, "Holy crap, guys!
Oh,
I got
God.
my peg leg on my foot. Holy shit! It's one of the best peg legs I've ever done seen. You know, you guys were trying to make. Hey, where's Pap? He was supposed to make me the peg leg. I don't see him anywhere. What's he busy with?
He's way ahead of us.
Where did he go?
Pep went back to the settlement. He went back to our settlement to check on
Yeah.
things because we hadn't been there in a while.
And we
Yeah,
had
you
a
might be able to-
car, and like he just drove it. Like it's Snick.
He needs to go pick up Maybelline.
I need him to sign my peg leg. I mean, now that I can walk around a little bit, I would really appreciate if he
Snick, we'll all sign it, but like I think it can wait 5 minutes, buddy. Okay. Have you seen Knight Roger?
He yells out. He says, "Yo, Raji!
No,
Come on out here."
That's not his name. It's Knight Roger.
Knight Roger steps out from behind and is kind of chuckling to himself, and is like,
Hi.
"Yeah, you've Lonnie, you really dumped one on me, didn't you? How did that all go in there?"
Sorry about that. Really sorry about that. But he did get his leg bit off, and he was going to offer us a place to stay. So I felt a little obligated. Plus, healthcare, what it is in Old Nawlins right now.
Hey, I've got a complaint. They said you said that I could be a cyborg, and I don't see any cyborg parts around here. Who do I file this to? Is there
Hey, Roger, can we speak outside?
Roger's like, sure, yeah, we can speak outside. That sounds great. And you all step outside.
All right. I'm not sure how fast news travels here at the power plant, but Knight Buffon has allowed me access to a few things, and you as quartermaster, I need to coordinate with you to get them. If you've got a moment.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm at your service, man. As long as you've got it cleared with Buffon, that's fine. I got whatever you need. What are you looking for?
Cool. I know these are going to sound pretty ridiculous, so just hang out with me here.
I'm not getting you absinthe if that's what you're asking.
Oh shit, no, not anymore, dude. No, no consumables right now. No, it's nah. Diving suits.
Yeah, I can get those. Those are standard for most of our engineers working on levees. I've got them in a box back here. I can get them for you.
Cool. Explosives.
What are you trying to? I mean, I'll get them for you, but what are you trying to blow up here?
I'll lean in. Vault door underwater.
He kind of thinks to himself for a minute. He's like, I don't know how you would do that.
I don't either.
But the best thing I've got is I've got some mini nukes, and I've got 10 of them.
How many do you think it would take?
I
Those vault
know.
doors, they were meant to withstand a regular nuclear blast, right?
Well, they
Don't
weren't.
know. I guess I mean, you could probably find. I mean, if you wanted to find like an engineer or something, I mean, you're an engineer, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I build stuff. I don't destroy it.
But you would know how much I mean, you know how to build things well, so you know how much they would take. So wouldn't you? But I guess you never built a vault door.
Yeah, that's.
I don't really know how they work, but couldn't you just, I don't know, try and blow up next to the door?
That's the best I have. I've got 10 mini nukes. I don't know where. I don't want to talk about stuff that's more powerful than that.
I get it. I get it. How many of those can we requisition?
You can get 10 of them.
Holy shit, Roger!
If you've got it cleared, if you got cleared for explosives, then yeah.
Yeah, let's take it.
And then this might be a bit of a stretch, but what's the process of a knight getting their hands on a set of power armor?
Did you
Sorry.
So you cleared that with Paladin Buffon?
No, it actually didn't come up. I'm seeing every, swinging dick around here with a suit of power armor. I figured with my rank, maybe I can, maybe another day. Like this isn't a rush job. We got stuff to do, and I've never been trained on it, so like it's.
Do you? I mean, is it for? You're wearing it, right? You're the one that's gonna be wearing it.
Well, yeah, I'm the knight, but then again, they also want me to keep a low profile in town and stuff. So, like, I don't know if that's the. It'd be for a ways. Like, I couldn't use it in all Nawlins.
All right, fine. I don't have any on hand, but I mean, we can just do one on loan. Is that all right?
I mean that works. Actually, if it's watertight. And everything like that, pressurized, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It would be great to have something like that for the underwater stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Tell you what, you got your eyes on the super mutant there?
Yeah, that was also part of the deal. That he's been released to our custody. We're taking him back to our secured location over at Rising Sun.
All right. All right, cool. Initiate, you can let go of the super mutant, and if you just step out of your power armor, we'll just fit that for on loan for Knight Lonnie here. I'm sure that you understand. We'll get you set up back up.
Of course, sir. But I'm sorry, the power armor is malfunctioning at the moment, and I am not able to exit the power armor, sir. We are working on it, and we hope to have the problem solved soon, sir.
All right. Charisma plus speech difficulty 0 because it's how would he know?
14 and a 20. So.
Oh no.
I feel like the quartermaster would know if a piece of power armor was messed up. That makes sense.
Yeah. Knight Rajier kind of looks at the initiate and it's like, all right, you can just call me Rajier, man. The serves and stuff I don't really care about, and I'm pretty sure I told everybody that. So I mean, we'll get you another power armor. Just step out of it, and I'll repair it right here. No big deal.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. All right. So Pep's gonna exit the power armor.
Okay. Knight Rajier kind of looks at the rockabilly character that comes out and is like, and looks at Lonnie.
Ep?
I'm undercover. Disguised. I'm in disguise, Roger. It's a whole thing. Lonnie understands. He understands.
Oh.
I do?
Yeah, remember Jerry said that he was quitting the Brotherhood of Steel and you recruited Pep as an initiate.
Yeah.
To become an initiate, and that he would walk the power armor out here to Rajier because we couldn't carry it. It's
malfunctioning, like Pep said, it was malfunctioning.
Exactly. We needed to walk it out here so he could turn it in.
But I'm a master of repair, and I was able to repair it from inside. and that's how this whole thing. It's all on the up and up.
But he was
Got
just
this
using,
slack-jawed face, and I'm just
he was just
bouncing.
using the power armor for you anyways. So
Yeah,
yeah.
keep it
So
warm for
Roger,
you. I didn't even pee in it yet.
so Roger, what you're saying about him borrowing this power armor, we already cleared that with Initiate Jerry. Yeah, his name was Jerry.
Yeah.
He was kind of
You might see him walking around with two black
Yeah,
eyes.
he's kind of a dick.
He might have a bloody nose. I don't know what that's about, but it was definitely that Jerry kid.
Oh, the bloody noses, he might have gotten his face when he tried to get out of the car and just like smashed his face against the inside.
That was the malfunction.
That
we
is
were
exactly
referring
what
to
the
earlier.
malfunction was.
Yeah.
Hey, Lonnie.
Lonnie is still slack-jawed, like trying to process all of this.
Charisma plus speech for a difficulty of 2, because Roger knows you very well, and he would be able to tell.
So charisma speech with me.
Yes.
Just for his face? I mean, he hasn't said anything.
He's trying to pull off an act.
Am I?
As
You're
best as he's gonna try to. Maybe.
He will try.
He will
No,
try.
I rolled 20.
He might fail.
What'd you say?
I rolled a 20.
Ooh!
Oh.
That's, oh boy.
Roger looks at you and is like, all right, Lonnie, I can tell that this is something.
It sure is.
I can give you a power armor. I can also just ignore this. And I know what's happened here. I feel like I know what's happened here.
If you could explain that to me, that would be great, because
Well, it looks like that somebody's trying to steal some power armor from the Brotherhood of Steel. And what does the Brotherhood of Steel want
Jesus
to do?
Christ.
Jerry left it. I told him to get back in.
Who's Jerry?
A real
Hey, the guy
asshole.
with
That's
the
who
thing,
Jerry is.
He spat in my face.
He did.
Totally
Through the
unprovoked.
power armor?
Well, he got out of the power armor.
He got
I
out
told
of
him
the
to get back
power
in.
armor,
I told him to get back in. He spat in my face. So
and that led directly to an injury to his head.
Lonnie, we're getting close here. We're getting close to reporting this in, and I don't feel like doing that today. I don't feel like doing that to you.
I don't. I agree. So let's. You know what? Let's do this official. Like, let me. It sounds like somebody quit, and it sounds like this is their power. So, how about we release this into your custody? And the next time I'm through here, we do this properly.
He kind of looks at you and he takes out a spray paint can and shakes it up and takes it and kind of does a big circle around the chest of it and then puts a dash through it and takes the helmet off and chucks it over the tent beyond the fence and says, "This one's defective. If you'll take it out."
Where will the crew go to next? And who will be ready to stop them? Join us next time on Rat Rolls.
Hey everybody, this is Michael Tanner. You know me as Pep Hackett here on the show. Some of you might know that I'm actually also a comic book writer. I've written a new comic book. It's on Kickstarter right now. It has nothing to do with Fallout, but it's a sci-fi pro wrestling story, and I think you're going to love it. It's really great, and we're going to play the trailer for you right now.
Overcast Comics presents Michael Tanner's Battle Grapple Rebel.
You got me mad now!
A galactic pro wrestler struggles to find his place between the ropes and the realities of galactic politics.
You've come face to face with my face.
Let's get ready to battle!
Well, I have goosebumps. I don't know about you. That's Battle Grapple Rebel. It's on Kickstarter right now through the first week of May. If you ever wondered what pro wrestling would be like in something like the Star Wars universe, this is the book for you. Check it out. Again, Battle Grapple Rebel on Kickstarter now.